So, I mean, with my exclusively doing creative closings and aggressive disqualification of deals, I really don't even need to know the address. I need to know what's the high level specs of the deal, right?
Right.
And in this case, it starts out with $331,000 in liens. ARV is 550, and the only reason this one's a deal is because $152,000 worth of liens is about to drop off. So that's that's why I'm even getting on the phone with this guy, because we ran the numbers before and there's only $20,000 worth of equity to play with. I'm like, that's not enough discount. So, and now I'm just waiting on a call from the seller, or the no, I'm sorry, the wholesaler. Hey, this is Caleb.
Howdy, this is Thomas.
Hey, man.
How was your event?
My event was pretty good. We had not record-breaking attendance, but it was enough people to keep us busy.
Hmm.
Always looking for volunteers. Sometimes we get crickets, but it's all right.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean there. Okay, so let's do a recap. And he texted me in between the last time we spoke. So, um, all right. So he texted me a picture, and it was basically proving that the dissolved company can't collect a debt.
Okay.
So he said subtract 160K and 20K for debts. He says working on 95K for wife now.
So
And
he's trying to get the
then,
debts knocked off so that he can collect on those from us as the buyer.
yes,
Okay,
yes, that's what he's trying to do.
fair enough. That's smart. I can't argue that that's not smart for him.
Exactly. Yeah, I said the same thing, and he's like, well, we can do this on your behalf, and you can just kind of kick back and do your thing. But if you're gonna rip through this, then that's your prerogative, and it makes sense. So he responded after that last thread. Even with her now, my payoff is 280K,
His
and he
payoff
said,
for the mortgage and all the liens now?
yeah.
Okay.
So with what he brought up here, he's got a piece of paper. He's got a mortgage for 180. Um, got one debt checked off, two debts checked off, um, three debts checked off. So he checked off the 26.5 also.
How did he handle that?
It's all he needs to do is pay for the labor, the inspection, the permitting, verification process, whatever.
Okay.
They
So
they
so
said
do we
that
still even
they
need to
would
get on the
be
phone with this guy right now?
yeah, he said that he was open to a talk with us.
Okay. And is my tack with him still good to go with the basically acting like we don't need him to be a seller? We're just trying to see if there's a deal here. Is that still a
Yeah,
good approach? Okay.
yeah,
I feel like there should be a little bit of a pull away on our part. So,
yeah, exactly,
okay.
and that's exactly what I was thinking. So continuing with the debts here, his wife, that debt was 95K. He didn't mention it, but on the paper that he shared with me, he crossed out 95K and he wrote 35K. And then he's got the child support, and then the federal tax are still in place. It doesn't look like he was able to make those budge very much. So those total debts together was 269,000.
269 is mortgage plus liens.
Mortgage plus, yes.
So 180K mortgage plus 80, no, 100 and what is that? Dang it.
It's
I always got to get a
35,
calculator.
45. It's 88.
Okay. I got 89, but
Sure, yeah, 88, 89. And so after that, he says, I did the work. I know home will sell for over 575K. That leaves me 300 now. I said, okay. Did you want to hop on the phone tonight to speak with me and the lead underwriter to work out a deal? He said, sure.
Okay. Yeah, the numbers are moving on me, so it's a little tough to keep up. But if we get stabilized on some numbers or what he's expecting to get at, then I can re-underwrite. And
Okay,
that's
so we
basically
have,
my question is like, when do I need to come into this deal? Because the numbers are changing on me, and it takes me a long time to underwrite. So, are we are
yeah.
we wasting each other's time while you try to negotiate these, or what?
No, no.
Well, that's what I'm going to ask him.
Okay, okay, I see. Um, did you get the calendar invite? I think there was a link that was attached to the calendar invite.
Ooh, let's see. No, I don't see a link.
Okay,
Oh, there's
well
a
then,
Google Meet link.
no, no, that's not the one I was talking about. When I set up the reminder, it asked if I was going to be including my letter of intent, and I didn't know if it did attach or not. So, if let me see if I can text this to you. Can you receive images on this line?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Hold on just a second. I'm gonna play with my microphone real quick.
Okay. I just sent you over a letter of intent with a few options. This is what I was thinking that we could do if we were actually able to be subject to those liens.
Okay, so I'm looking at the picture. Doesn't zoom. Oh, let me download it real quick. It doesn't zoom well.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Option one, purchase price 348. He's gonna go for 348, or you're
No, these
okay.
are options that I was ready to present to him.
Okay. Haven't these numbers changed though since he started negotiating liens?
Right, and this
Yeah.
is what I put together after with the latest information.
Okay. Yeah, I think we basically the conversation is going to be like a restart with him and say, hey, what's it looks like you're trying to solve some problems here, which you're obviously trying to get paid for. That's smart. I like it. What do you what help do you need, right? If we're going to be a buyer, how can we assist you? That's the only way that I get involved in a deal is if I'm helping somebody out. If there's
Yep,
nothing I can do to help you, then I'd be wasting both of our time. So what is your objective and your goal? And I'll tell you if there's something I might be able to do to help you out.
yep, yep.
But,
That's definitely the right way to go.
yep. Basically, him starting to negotiate liens reset the whole conversation.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Well,
fine.
are you ready to give him a dial?
Yeah, tag him in. For the audience, we're trying to get a hold of the seller, and I think there's like less than a 30% chance we've got a deal here, um, because the seller is now negotiating his own liens down, and there was enough conversation to clue him in that he
Yeah,
could
it's
do
going
that.
straight to voicemail. He's either not in service or he's got his phone off.
Or he doesn't need us anymore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um. Okay. Well. Shoot, man, this is like curling up in the corner real quick.
I was just providing some commentary that I was thinking, or just documenting some commentary. I was thinking, I feel less than 30% confident on this one at this point. Now that he started
Yeah.
negotiating his liens, because if he can negotiate liens down and out of the way and put it on the MLS, he gets a crap ton more money.
And he doesn't need us. Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
So,
exactly what I was thinking about when he started doing this. He's like, "Oh, great, you're getting a whole bunch of confidence," and now he's
yep,
just kind of,
yep.
yeah,
So I think at this point it's almost just skip to lessons learned, but because you remember how I require that before I even call somebody, we got to disqualify cash, realtor, and keeping it. And at this point, when he started doing that, like I said, it restarts the whole conversation. I think that's still true, and it resets the entire. Now you got to re-disqualify cash, realtor, and keeping it. And
Okay.
realtor sounds like a good option for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what do you think in the conversation might have fixed this to where we could have just kept the lien negotiation as a trade secret and just done the deal?
Um, I guess maybe experience going through something like this because um, creative finance, like I understand it enough with knowing kind of how the structure is, but as far as what I'm able to do and how it works, there's so many unknowns that I needed to ask a bunch of questions.
Right.
And I just asked too many questions that he started answering. He's like, oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I can
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah. I wouldn't disagree. And I think I would have been in the same boat because I've not negotiated this. I know what to do, but I've not negotiated this whole this type of deal all the way to the finish line before. So this would have been a first one. And I think as lessons learned for both of us, we gave him too much ammo to figure it out for himself. So I mean, kudos to him. He found a way to save money, but I think this deal's dead. Um,
Yeah, I agree.
unless he comes back asking for help.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Well, if it means anything, I really appreciate your support and kind of
Oh, absolutely, it does.
um,
I'm happy to be a part of it,
teaching
and
me
I, I
lessons.
think I may have equally contributed to the loss on this one because I'll just say I'm being too stingy with my time, and I kept sending you back to ask more questions, and that might have played a role in it. And the next time, so if you and I get this, or somebody else gets one like this, then once we aggressively disqualify cash, realtor, and keeping it, then and I know enough about how much we can negotiate down on certain types of liens or which ones we can take over sub to. I was still researching that. Which liens can I take over when I purchase a property
Yeah,
versus which ones have to be paid at closing? And I didn't have the answer to
exactly. And
that
that's
yet.
where I was too. Yeah.
Exactly. So if we already knew that, then we could get an estimate of, we could probably get a 30% savings on the average of the total liens. And so if we work in that 30% savings, now we know what offer we can pitch without giving him too much information. And that allows us
Hmm.
to bring our specialty to bear and create a deal and make some money.
Yes, exactly.